Hi, good evening to all. I just feel to share to you about the gospel of today. Jesus says in the gospel, if your brother sins against you, go and tell him his fault between you and him alone. If your brother sins against you, the gospel is saying uh, it is not good to wait for the person who commits sins against you to say sorry or to apologize uh, about what he did to you. But of course, the person who really commits sins against you is a little bit shy or feels uncomfortable to approach. It is really very hard for a person to go down and to be humble. But as an act of charity, uh, though you did nothing to that person, you must be the one to go to that person and help him to realize what he did so that he can repair the damage that the person had done. uh, it is really a good step to uh, recover uh, the good relationship that are present, no, in our day-to-day life. It's really a challenge for each one of us. We should accept that anybody uh, can commit mistake. No one is excused. No one is free uh, to not to commit mistake. So in that situation, we have to be in solidarity with those persons who commits mistake. To forgive other person is to know also that we ourselves commit mistake. We cannot claim that we are good people. We always do good uh, every day. Sometimes we cannot avoid that uh, we can do something that is wrong. So, who am I that I will not forgive my brothers and sisters? You know, uh, every time a person refuses to be reconciled with his brothers and sisters, you are imprisoning yourself. You will not be happy. The more that you refuse, the more you feel the heaviness in your heart. Actually, you are not punishing the person who sins against you. Uh, you are also punishing yourself, or we are also punishing ourselves every time we refuse to be reconciled with our brothers and sisters. Of course, humanly speaking, it is really very hard, uh, especially the the heaviness, the degree, or the gravity of the sins that your brothers and sisters did to you. That is why, with this difficulty, it is not really a human. Uh, it is not a human capability to forgive truly from the heart our brothers and sisters, but rather it is a divine action. Jesus says in the gospel, when two or three are gathered in my name, I am in their midst. I will answer them. So you can see how prayer works. Prayer can help us to overcome, to do what is hard, what is very difficult in our life. So, brothers and sisters, let us open our life to the grace of God, to the mercy of God. Let us be a channel of peace. Let us be a channel of love. Let us be a channel of mercy to our brothers and sisters. Let us not add wounds to this world, but rather let us be instrument of healing to the wounded world. It is a challenge for each one of us, because there are people really whose heart are so close, uh, whose heart is so hard to forgive others, not realizing that uh, doing this really gives suffering to one's life. We will not really live in peace, but rather we will always live in misery. So let us receive the mercy of God. Let's experience the mercy of God so that we can be merciful to our brothers and sisters. Everything that is difficult in us, it is not impossible. Everything is possible, especially when we are in union with our brothers and sisters, praying to the Lord, asking the Lord to overcome all those things that are difficult, all those things that are very hard for us to do. God bless you, and have a good sleep, and may the Lord be protect you, and may the Lord be bless your family, and of course grant you always the grace to continue striving to be a good person, to be a merciful to one another, because that is our mission as a Christian. As a Christian, we must be always be instrument of God's love to one another. God bless you.